together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A give, it's ETN off the option. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. So here are the Colts to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. On the move past the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Richardson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's got room to roam. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Richardson working from the gun. Touchdown! A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Colts are able to add on to that lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
All right, here we go. Time.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On the draw, here's Lawrence. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Gano's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 19-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 19 yards away. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. Here with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3. Hey, run!
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
They'll run with ETN. Nifty move. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. Now Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Again, it's Lawrence. Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Ready up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jags have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Colts coming out now. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation. with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to... gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Flushed out right. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown Colts!
Josh Downs.
37 yards.
And the Colts could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter.
Away.
And Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars.
Down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Red on red.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
His throw incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. On third down, Lawrence able to hook up here with Ridley. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On first down, Lawrence able to find Jones.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Lawrence going to throw again.
He completes it to Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Colts first down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Colts and the Vikings, and it's coming up next.
It's the net. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Let's go now.
Richardson going right to the air. Flush to his right. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Richardson looking to throw this. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Richardson off the play fake. Steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up Kevin O'Connell, clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that away. So wise decision there defensively. They get the spot push back, and now it's not a first down. Second down, here's Richardson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and now it's third down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. On fourth down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. Fielded just inside the 20. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 11. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return.
Colts taking the field again, running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Off play action, Richardson.
Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
The Colts at 7-1 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Richardson looking to throw.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Milton Williams.
What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Now it's Richardson.
And this one is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. Runs over it. And good. they'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This is caught by Addison.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Singletary is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Ben Mason, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Richardson to throw off play action. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a 1st.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Richardson.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
That one, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They go play action with Richardson.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here comes the Indian. Now as they get set to take over. And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's second down. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up third down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Richardson to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ellinger's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
On first down, Richardson.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On second down, it's Taylor. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Richardson.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson.
They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
They'll run on first down with Singletary.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Devin Singletary, 27 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 64 yards.
And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner, look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out now come the Vikings.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Colts set to take over here offensively.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Taylor.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Colts have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Vikings now heading on to the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. Finding space at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. A give, Singletary right side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
This is taken at about the 14. There'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Colts getting ready to go.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Let's go now.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
A heck of a move. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Second and 10, back to the air with Richardson.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Richardson looking to throw it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 22. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down 21-14, a little under 1:50 remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
Completes this to Jefferson. And he's going to get out of bounds Lions with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Back to throw. Pass complete. It's Hockenson.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Flush to his right. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
That's going to be taken in by Downs. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he is going to lose yardage here. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Indianapolis, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again.